Hi everybody, I will be going over my identity status presentation with you all tonight. Now first I will be going over Erikson's identity versus identity confusion theory and James Marcia's identity statuses. Growing up, I was constantly reminded and pressured to figure out who I wanted to be. Erik Erikson knew this and actually named this daunting task as the main task adolescents are faced with. I personally connected with this idea very much, and reading about it really emphasized to me that it is normal to not know what you are doing when you are growing up in high school. If you do not figure this out by the time you are out of adolescence, there is an emphasis that it is said that most don't achieve their identity until early adulthood. And James Marcia used Erikson's theory and expanded on it by coming up with 4 different identity statuses. These statuses go over the different combinations with commitment and identity. Now, my characters that I have chosen for my course project are from the TV show That 70s Show. More specifically, the 2 characters are Eric Forman and Red Forman. This is a father-son duo, and they are polar opposites. There is also a significant generational gap between them. In the show, Eric is supposed to be in high school, aka an adolescent, and I am very confident in my hypothesis that Red knows his identity and is under the status of identity foreclosure, and Eric Forman, on the other hand, is not very committed to his identity yet and is very much still trying to figure it out. And I will hypothesize that Eric is under the identity status of identity moratorium. Now, my findings with this are pretty similar to my hypothesis. And after using the textbook's information regarding Erikson's identity versus identity confusion psychosocial stage and James Marcia's identity statuses, I have come up with a conclusion. Red Forman is in fact in the identity foreclosure status, and Eric Forman is in the identity moratorium status. Now, 3 limitations that I came up with that I experienced with my research is that we really only know what information is provided to us through the TV show, and also the small limited information that we have online as well. But like I say on the last sentence of this slide, they are not all the same. So we do not have a full synopsis of their life, only bits and pieces. And there was also a limitation with James Marcia's identity statuses. I found that they were very broad, much too broad actually, and that this is not just black and white. There are a lot of gray areas that James did not take into account, such as people can be considered in multiple statuses at the same time. So what would James think of them? And here are my references. Thank you.